Hello everyone. Today we'll do one practical task. Okay, so first of all, we'll see what are the requirements of the task. Okay, so the requirements are write an HTML code to display the heading short of the day. The heading should be this, should be written under H1 tag. Okay, with the text properties as it should be center aligned, it should be underlined, and should be in uppercase, and the keyword should be in p tag. Form with the text properties at 30 pixel text indent and 15 pixel word spacing. Okay, so these are the requirements. What else are the requirements? The list item should always have first letter capital and 3 pixel letter spacing should be there. Means some list items should be there and they should have first letter capital and they should have all these requirements. So let's do this. How we can start with the same. So first of all, we'll create one HTML page. First of all, what we'll do, we'll create an HTML page. We'll open Notepad. Okay, we'll do the basic HTML coding over there. So first of all, what we'll write here, first of all, we'll start with the HTML tag. Okay, everyone knows that under the HTML tag, we have two blocks. We have head block and then we have a body block. So we'll write the same. Okay. So here what we'll do is first of all we'll define the one heading under the H1 tag. The heading is short of the day. So after this, what we'll do, we'll use paragraph tag. We'll define one quote under this paragraph. So we'll write it's never too late to start over. If you were not happy with the yesterday, try something different. Try something different today. Don't stuck. Do better. So this is our cure. After this, we'll close the p tag. So after this, we'll create one list. For creating the list, we are starting UL tag. Here we are closing the UL tag. Under the UL tag, we'll define two list items. First item, we are putting stay strong. In second, we are putting stay positive. So that is it. Now we are going to save this file. We'll save this file with the name of one.html. Okay, I'm going to save this file on desktop under the HTML files. Let's open the file and see. Okay, this is my file. I think this is the file. Okay, now we are going to open the file. Okay, so this is the text which is displayed on the web page. Okay, so this is the heading, this is the text under the p tag, and this is a list. Now we'll do the formatting of the same. How we can do the formatting of the same? First of all, we'll start style tag under the head tag. Okay, so the first requirement was the text under the H1 tag should be center aligned. For the center align, we first of all will write here the selector name, which is H1. So under this, we are going to define its properties. So first of all, for center align text, we have property text align. So we'll use text align property as the center. Okay, so we'll save it. We'll see the text is center aligned. The next property we need to take care is the text should be underlined. For the underline, we have text decoration property. So we will write here text decoration underline. Okay. So the third property we do have is they want the text should be displayed in uppercase. So we will write here like the text transform property. Text transform property as uppercase. Okay, now we'll see the output of the same. This is the output. The text is in uppercase and underlined as well and center line. Now if you wanted to define any another property, for example you wanted to define color. For example, I wanted to define the color as olive. So color is for defining the font color. Okay, so this way we are done with the first set of requirements. And the second set of requirements for the p tag, what they have said, they said first of all we have written the p tag, the selector name, then we have started the curly brackets. After this, what they have said, they said let's see this. For the h1 tag, they said it should be central line, underlined, and uppercase. It should be in uppercase. For the p tag, they said the text indent should be 30 pixel and the word spacing should be 15 pixels. So first of all, we'll write the text indent should be 30 pixels. So we are going to save it and we'll see the output here. This is the text indent, this gap, and then they said the word spacing should be 15 pixels. So for the word spacing, we have this property, word spacing should be 15 pixels. Okay, we saved it. Now we are going to refresh the page as well. Okay, so this is the output. This is the, you can see the word spacing is 15 pixel, the gap between the words. If you wanted to give any another property, you can also give the same. For example, we wanted to set the color of the text as red and we wanted to set the font color. Okay, then you can also set the font size if you want. Okay. So this is about this. If you wanted to have change the color, we have changed the color as well. If you wanted to apply any another property, then you can apply that property as well. Fine. If you wanted to define the font size as well, you can define that. For example, if you wanted to define the font size, as 20 pixels. Okay, let's see. So this is the font size 20 pixels. Okay, now we'll do the things for the list. So first of all, we'll write the selector li. Then under the li, we'll define all the values for the list. So what were the requirements for the list? The list item should always have first letter capital and 3 pixel letter spacing. So for the first letter capital, we have the property text transform property. We do have property as capitalize. Okay, let's see the output. Yes, you can see the first letter is capital for every word. Okay, now the second requirement was 3 pixel letter spacing should be there. So we'll write letter spacing is 3 pixel. Okay, after this, if you wanted to have any another property, you wanted to change any another property, you can change that. You can see every letter is occupying 3 pixel space. Okay, so if you wanted to change the color, for example, you wanted to change the color of the text, just for that you will write color as, for example, blue color we want. Okay, and we wanted to set the font size as well. Okay, font size as 20 pixels. Okay, save it and refresh the things. Okay, so this is the output. So we are done with that. Now if you wanted to put all this like style parameters in a different style sheet, you wanted to use external style sheet, then how we are going to do this? You will select all the codes present in the style tag, then you will cut it from here and save it. Then you will open one notepad file. Okay, then you will paste your code here and will save it with the name of style dot style5 dot css. Okay, you can give any name. Save it at the same location where your HTML file is saved. Okay, now you can see if I refresh my page right now, what will happen? There will be no formatting on the page because I have excluded the code for CSS into a different CSS file. Okay, now what is needed is, now we supposed to link our CSS with our HTML file. So for this, what we'll do here, we'll start link tag, type is text backslash CSS, and after this we do have a relation. What is the relation? It is a style sheet, so the relation would be style sheet rel is equal to style sheet. Okay, after this we wanted to define the reference for the same, so we will write here href. What we are going to define here, the name of the file. The name of the file is style5.css. So that kind of style sheet will be linked with your HTML page. Now we'll refresh the page. You can see every style is applied on the text. That means our CSS file is now linked with the HTML file. So that is it. Thank you so much, everyone.